People say working night shifts in a psychiatric hospital messes with your head, but I was already broken before I ever stepped foot inside St. Augustine's. I didn't take the job out of passion or mercy or some Florence Nightingale calling. I took it because I needed to escape myself. After my sister Ava died, I just needed to not feel, to bury myself in something grim enough to distract me from the fact that I was the one who found her. Face down, cold, in a tub filled halfway with blood and water, the prescription bottle empty on the tile floor. St. Augustine Psychiatric Hospital stood on a hill 30 minutes outside the main town, the kind of building that looked like it had been forgotten by time. Pre-war architecture, cold stone walls, windows with rusted bars, vines slowly reclaiming its face. It used to be a convent, then an orphanage, then a military psych ward. Finally, someone slapped a state hospital label on it and called it progress. It was the kind of place where the air felt thick, even when nothing was happening, where time stretched. On my first day, the head nurse, Lorraine, gave me a tour. I remember her voice was dry and clipped, like she'd said all the words 1,000 times, and they no longer meant anything. This wing's mostly catatonic or heavily sedated. That hallway leads to the secure ward. Don't go down there unless you're with an orderly. And avoid Ward 9. Avoid it? Why? She stopped walking. It's sealed. No patients. No staff. The wing's condemned. Wiring issues. Asbestos. Whatever explanation you prefer. Just don't go there. I thought it was a joke, or one of those haunted stories people make up to haze new employees. Still, I noted it. Ward 9. 3 months passed. The job was grueling, but effective. I barely had time to think, let alone mourn. Nights blurred into one another. The occasional screams, emergency restraints, sedation calls, paperwork. There were stories about patients seeing ghosts, of course. Most of them were diagnosed schizophrenics or deeply paranoid, so it wasn't exactly shocking. But sometimes it was the staff who whispered about things they couldn't explain. It was always at night, always near the East Wing. That was where Ward 9 sat. I didn't believe in ghosts, but I did believe in grief making people see things. I believed in guilt bending reality until it made monsters out of shadows. Then I started hearing the knocking. It started small, a dull thud, once or twice a week, always around 3:13 a.m., like someone knocking gently on a metal door with the heel of their palm. I asked maintenance. They checked the pipes. Nothing wrong. I asked security. They said the wing was sealed tighter than a tomb. Still, the knocking continued. Then came the voices. Soft at first, like a girl humming. Then louder, more frantic. One night, as I passed the hallway leading to Ward 9, I heard it clearly. Please, please don't leave me here. I froze. The voice sounded like Ava. I ran. Sleep became difficult. I started seeing her in dreams. Ava, in the hospital gown. Her skin bruised, waterlogged. Her lips moving, but her voice delayed, like a broken video. She's still here. That's what she kept saying. She's still here. Who was she? I started researching the hospital. Public records, old newspaper clippings, anything I could find. And buried deep in the local archives, I found it. 1972. Multiple staff members murdered in an incident labeled a mass hysteria event. All occurred in Ward 9. No survivors, no suspect, no explanation. Hospital officials claimed electrical fires and faulty reports. They sealed the ward the following week. A name appeared in the files over and over. Patient number 613, Elira May. No birth certificate, no family. She had simply arrived one day. And from the notes, it was clear. No one knew how she got admitted. But every nurse's log from that year mentioned the same things. Eyes completely black. Refused to speak above a whisper. Other patients grew agitated in her presence. Several began self-harming. Said they heard her inside their heads. And then silence. No more logs, no obituary, no discharge records. Just a final note in messy red ink. Ward 9 must remain sealed. She is awake beneath us. I started seeing her. Not Ava, Elira. In reflections, in windows, in the flickering shadows beneath the fluorescent lights. Pale face, long, tangled black hair, eyes like bottomless pits. I'd blink and she'd vanish. Until one night she didn't. I was walking rounds alone. The east corridor was dark, emergency lights only. The door to Ward 9 was open. I swear to you, it had been locked, chained, sealed with rust. Now it stood wide. And inside, A girl sat cross-legged on the floor, not moving, not breathing. I should have called security. I should have run. But she looked up, and I saw Ava's face. No, not quite. A version of her. Stretched, hollowed, consumed. "You left me alone," she whispered. "You let me die." My knees buckled. I dropped to the floor. She crawled toward me. Not walked. Dragged. Like her limbs didn't work right. Her mouth unhinged like a snake, wider than humanly possible. From it came a scream that wasn't hers. It was dozens, hundreds. Every voice that had ever echoed through the hospital. All screaming the same thing. "She is awake beneath us." I woke up in the infirmary. Lorraine said I had collapsed. That security found me unconscious outside the East Corridor. No one believed me. I wouldn't have either. But then I checked the cameras. And the footage from that night? Gone. The file corrupted, only static. I quit the next day. Packed up, left town. Moved 3 states away. Got a job at a clean, modern clinic. Natural light, glass walls, no history. But last night, I woke up at 3:13 a.m. There was knocking. Not at my door, from inside the walls. And a voice, soft, humming. "She is awake beneath us." And this morning on my bathroom mirror, written in condensation, Ward 9.